It's not looking good, Donald. It is getting really, really ugly for Donald. His cognitive and physical abilities are just deteriorating before our eyes. How much longer will this go on? ? I mean, did you see the press conferences that he was holding yesterday where he started talking about individuals who died in war, who are running around with no legs, when he randomly started saying, and it was really weird and creepy. Did you see when he was talking about a 6-year-old girl and says, "Is that your daughter? She's 6 years old. She's of age," is what he said. Then he starts saying, "No other president can do this shit. No other president can do the shit that I do." That's his address to the American people, that no one else can do the shit that I do. He then struggled to say the word mutilization, and he slurred it, and he was like, mutilization, and just struggled to say that. Then he had MAGA Mike try to say, "I just want everybody to know it's okay. That man right there who you just observed is the most active, the most strong president that's ever existed. And I know because he doesn't sleep at all." And we have members of the military, retired military leaders who are out there right now saying, "Can we just call this what it is? This guy's got dementia, it seems." They're giving their opinions the way I'm giving my opinion, that this guy is cognitively fried. He is physically deteriorating. It is a sight to behold. So let me just go through the receipts with you, shall I? So here Donald Trump talks about people dying through roadside bombs, and he says they walk around with no legs. Play this clip.
But they were very strongly involved in all of the people that died through the roadside bombs, died and are right now walking around with no legs, no arms.
And here's where he looks at a 6-year-old who's in the audience yesterday, where he's ostensibly giving a speech about the war and says she has to be of age. Here, play this clip.
Like voter ID, but, it can be given to you by your daughter. Your daughter, she has to be of age, like above 6 years old, she's allowed to say. You had to see some of this stuff is so bad.
Then he starts saying, I can't. What the hell are you talking about? Here, play this clip.
It's the easiest thing we have. I can't. It's the easiest thing we have.
Then this is where he says, "No other president can do the shit that I do." Play this clip.
But, they've said this about a lot of things. No other president can do some of this shit I'm doing. No other president. The things I'm doing, nobody else was going to do it. They say it all the time. "Sir, could you do this? You're the only one can do it."
He struggles to say the word mutilization. Play this clip.
Mutilization of our children. We don't want it's mutilization of our children. And we don't want that.
Then he talks about imaginary conversations that he's having, where he says people keep coming up to him. He goes, "People don't care about affordability. People don't care about housing. People don't care about healthcare." That's what he says. He goes, "They come up to me and they say, 'Sir, save America, sir. Sir, save America.'" Here, play this clip.
If you get this, your midterms, and they know it. For 2 reasons. Number one, they won't be able to cheat. And number two, the people are demanding it. Every time I go out, "Save America, sir, Save America Act. We want the Save America Act, sir." That's all they talk about. They don't talk about housing. They don't talk about anything. That's what they talk about. And if you send it up there, you're going to win the midterms at levels that you can't even believe. And you're going to win every election for a long time until somebody really screws things up. And hopefully that won't happen.
And then he's asked, "Hey, Donald, what is this whole war about? Like, what are you trying to really accomplish here?" Because you're no longer saying you want regime change. You're okay with the Islamic Republic in charge. It's no longer about getting rid of the enriched uranium. I guess you're okay with that. And Trump goes, "Let me tell you what this is really about. This is about helping China. Helping China? Why would we do this? That's what this is about. This is all about making China great. This is what he says. Here, play this clip.
About the strait, you mean? Yeah, well, I want to keep it open. I want to keep it good. You know, it doesn't pertain to us so much as it does to China. We're really helping China here and other countries because they get a lot of their energy from the straits. But hey, look, we have a good relationship with China. It's my honor to do it. Yeah.
And then Donald Trump refers to the Iranian people as menacing. It's menacing. He's like having paranoid delusions about not the regime. He's calling the Iranian people menacing. The question was, you promised to help the Iranian people, but you're not. So are you going to help them? Because you're saying that at your best case scenario is that you find somebody else from the Islamic Republic other than Mojaba, the current Ayatollah, to lead. And Trump goes, yeah, but these Iranians, they're menacing humans. They're menacing. Play this clip.
You promised the Iranian people you would help them, but it sounds like you're willing to end this fight after your military objectives have wrapped up. Isn't that a betrayal of the people?
Will I help them? I'd like to, if they can behave, but they've been very menacing. You know, they're great people. They have an amazing population. It's amazing, smart, brilliant, energetic. They have a great, I'd love to help them, but they have to be in a system that allows them to be helped. And right now they're in a system that only allows failure. And I don't want that. And I want a system that's not going to be attacking us. We want a system that can lead to many years of peace. And if we can't have that, we might as well get it over with right now. Yeah, please.
So then after Donald Trump finishes speaking right there, he then goes and makes a social media post where he's posting prophecies. And he is posting a prophecy that says, and Donald Trump came down from the heaven. Just watch this, play this clip.
And I will not forget the gatekeeper that watched over New York, who will once again stand and watch over this nation, says the Spirit of God. It shall come to pass that the man that I place in the highest office shall go in whispering my name.
So here's what retired military Major General Paul Eaton had to say. He's like, this guy's got dementia, man. Former top military guy, Paul Eaton. He's like, this guy Trump, he's got dementia. Here, play this clip.
Especially considering everything we've already seen and heard from the White House over the past week. What is your reaction to the new reporting tonight that Trump has privately expressed serious interest in deploying U.S. troops on the ground in Iran?
First, I'm going to say that I'm going to use the word that a lot of people are thinking, and it's dementia. We have a situation where some would call a malignant narcissist is unfortunately drifting into a state of dementia that is difficult to manage here. With respect to your question, moving ground troops into a 93 million inhabitant country, Persians have a history of extraordinary bravery in combat. They have a history of extraordinary culture and maintenance of their current and their past and their future. So the idea of moving troops into the state of Iran, bigger than Texas, and working ground warfare with all the logistics associated with doing logistics in a great big country, we're talking pretty difficult stuff here. We're not talking Iraq. This is something much bigger and much more problematic than Iraq, and looks like Iraq 2.0 when you look at the failure to plan for the next step in this venture that the Trump administration has started upon.
So Donald Trump is asked, okay, well, why'd we do this war? Can you clarify again? And then Trump goes, based on what Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner, and Pete Hegseth were telling me, I thought Iran was going to attack us. So now you're changing the story from you did it because you said Israel was going to attack Iran, so you had to do it first. What are you talking about? Here, play this clip.
The situation was very quickly approaching the point of no return, and the United States found it intolerable, in my opinion, based on what Steve and Jared and Pete and others were telling me, Marco, so involved, that I thought that they were going to attack us. I thought they would, if we didn't do this at the time we did it, I think they had in mind to attack us. And
then I showed you the clip where Donald Trump says that the Iranians are menacing. Then he says they're quite nasty. Earlier in the day, he says, Chuck Schumer, that Palestinian. He calls him a Palestinian. He goes, Chuck Schumer's a registered Palestinian, and he wants to protect Iranian people. Those Iranian people are nasty. We're calling the Iranian people nasty, and you expect you're going to get their support. What the hell are you doing? Here, play this clip.
How can they fight us? The Save America Act. And I've watched them. I watched Schumer, who's horrible. What a horrible politician. He is now a Palestinian officially. He is registered as a Palestinian. He's taken the biggest turn of any human being I've ever seen. He's gone from totally pro-Israel to totally pro-Palestinian. He wants to protect the Iranian people that are quite nasty. But it's very simple. All voters.
But Trump says we hot. We H-O-T hot. We've never been hotter, he says. Here, play this clip.
I think we have a country that's as hot as it's ever been, ever before, maybe hotter. And
we've never been hotter. So then he's got to have MAGA Mike Johnson vouch for him. And MAGA Mike Johnson's like, yeah, man, this guy doesn't sleep. Like this guy's like so strong. Like he doesn't sleep. He's like so strong. Okay. What? Here, play this clip.
The leadership of the gentleman that I'll introduce to you in a moment. He is the most active president, the most energized president, the most successful president, I believe, in my lifetime. And he's proven it over and over and over. And part of it is because he doesn't sleep, thankfully. He's got so much to do. And I know that because I get calls from him at 2 a.m. and 7 a.m., sometimes in the same day. He doesn't require a lot of sleep, thankfully, and he is the man for the moment.
Now, I just want to share with you some data points as well. Mary Trump, in the past few days, I think so. She did this interview where she goes, this is just so grotesque. His own niece is calling her grotesque. Here, play this clip.
He's so grotesque. He's so weak. He's so deficient and depraved and just gaudy and grotesque, all the tree rot, all of it, creeping tree rot. That what kind of person looks at him and thinks, oh yeah, that's my guy. It's embarrassing. I know that's not the most important thing, but it's also embarrassing and inexplicable. But the problem is that fragile systems bend towards their most dysfunctional member. And America has become an increasingly fragile system for decades. And it's almost as if Donald was the logical outcome of that. And he is a manifestation of what this country has become.
His nephew, Fred Trump, believes that he's probably got dementia. Play this clip.
I know what I saw in my grandfather. I know what I saw in Donald's older sister, my Aunt Marianne, who in the end, thank you for saying, I am not a doctor. I don't pretend to. I know the warning signs from both of my grandfathers, what it is. Donald's cousin, John Walters, had dementia. It runs in the family. I'm not happy about it because guess what? I worry about it myself. You know, where's my glasses? Oh, on the top of my head now. I don't know. That may be Alzheimer's, but it runs in the family. He looks older, and I get it. I mean, I'm not saying anybody who is in that office looks different than when they come out. But the things he's spewing and the craziness, and he just can't stick to a message.
And by the way, Mary Trump believes he's probably got dementia. Here, play this clip.
Concerns over Donald's physical and mental decline are mounting, even among Republicans. Donald is 79 years old and a deeply unhealthy person. His father had a very serious case of Alzheimer's that went on for about 15 years.
Every day, Donald seems increasingly feeble and unable to focus. Even the New York Times is starting to catch on to this. And as he weakens, so too does his hold over the Republican Party. On November 19th, journalist Amanda Marcotte speculated in an article that it was Donald's MRI that spurred GOP House members to reverse their stance on the vote to force the release of the Epstein files. She wrote, quote, "The White House continues to deny there are problems with Donald's health. But since they lie about everything, those words mean less than nothing. The public evidence that the 79-year-old Donald is not doing well is hard for even the most diehard MAGA types to ignore," unquote. Recently, according to the Daily Beast, Donald accidentally boosted a post from an account literally called "Impeach Donald for a Third Time." Included was Senator Mark Kelly's message reminding service members they can be constitutionally obligated to refuse legal orders. In other words, Donald promoted calls for him to be removed from office. It's another day proving the obvious. Donald cannot tell his allies from his enemies, his days from his nights, or his own propaganda from uncomfortable truths about his failures.
Anyway, you have those data points. This was what he was saying. This is what Trump was saying. Yes, I gave you those clips. Yes. I don't know how you walk away from what I just showed you and are like, yeah, this guy's normal. And again, let me be clear in conclusion. I'm giving you my opinion. I'm not a medical doctor. So this is opinion speech protected by the First Amendment. You can disagree with my opinion, but I'm giving you receipts that reflect my opinion. Tell me what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million, and thanks for watching.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.